What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So this is pretty much a regular market watch. Yesterday I released a market watch talking about ultimate rares. Now I'm gonna do like the regular market watch talking about meta and different stuff going up. I'm gonna go ahead and start exactly where I left off with triple tactics thrust, but instead of the ultimate rare, let's talk about the regular. It's just the regular version of this card. It is seeing a bit of a it is kind of coming down a little bit. So we want to go ahead and get into this pricing. So if you like what we do here, please feel free to like, subscribe. If not, it is all cool. We do videos like this all the time. We do pack openings, market watches, discussions, and we try to put out a video every day during the week to try to get the hype of trying to get 500 subscribers. So hope leave a like, subscribe, help us get there. So let's go ahead and get into these cards. So triple tactics thrust is, like I said, I think this card is going to be extremely important in the meta, but right now it is seemingly going down. They have 3 copies for 63, but once these are gone, they're about like 65 with the $1 shipments. They're about a 60. The card's about 65. Earlier it was like in the 70s going into the $80 range, but now it looks like it is starting to go down, especially because we have the tins and the potential ban list coming up. Even though this is not going to be in the tins, I'm pretty sure just how it's going to impact the meta combined with the ban list, it's still going to be a good card, but like just right now in this current meta, thrust feels like it's just a necessary card you need in your deck to get those certain outs. But in different metas, it's more of a luxury card. So I think people are kind of assuming that next meta it will be more of a luxury card, but I really think this card is going to stick around as one of the heavy hitting cards in the meta. So right now you get them for about $63. Honestly, if I already didn't have my copy, I would get a copy at 63. You really only need 1, maybe 2. So right now, if you're thinking about it, I would just get this, try to get for $60 from someone at your locals. Triple tactics talent, triple tactics talent is going down a little bit too. This is probably one of the best cards that you could search with triple tactics thrust. Usually run thrust at 1, talents at 2 to kind of get like a nice little synergy. But to be honest, it looks like it's going down all the way across the board. Right now you get the both ultra rares are going for the same price, and the secret rare is going for like a little bit higher. A little bit, it's like more than double. It has been kind of going crazy. It was way higher, but it is starting to come up a little bit. But to be honest, about like $39-40 is pretty much what you're going to be paying for the secret rare version of this card, and we're going to be paying about $17 to $18 for any kind of ultra rares. Let's go and check the ones from Magnificent Mavens. I really do like the Magnificent Maven ones, and they just been going up. They were kind of at a peak closer to kind of 20 in the 1973 mark, but we're looking at right here $17-13. So we're about $18 for this card. Like I said, I'm triple tactics talent might be coming out in some in some sets that are coming up. Like maybe they might throw in the 25th anniversary collector, because I know they're gonna want to replace Max C with something. It could be this, it could be thrust. I hope they would put it in the 2-player structure deck, but it looks like they're pushing that back to next year, which kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping they would put a common talent in there, but right now this card is really very hardcore. If you get a chance to get your hands on this, I would go ahead and get it. But at this price, it's probably going to hold if it doesn't get any kind of reprint anytime soon. Harpy's Feather Duster is another heavy hitter card that you want to search with thrust. You get this common version for under $1, and you also get you get the super rares for $1 here, ultras for $2. There's a lot of very nice looking affordable version of this card. A lot of different. It has both arts available in a good price too. So like I said, there's a whole bunch. So I wouldn't be too much of a rush. But if you're if you're thinking about what are other cards you should be running, or maybe for some reason you don't have it, or maybe you have a bunch of these and you want to offload them, right now looking at all of them are about pretty much, if it's kind of like the ultra ones and the golds are going for about $2 to $3, and then the super rares are going for about $1, with the commons kind of going for under $1 too. So this is another card to kind of just keep an eye on. Harpy's Feather Duster is one of them. It's extremely powerful right now, especially if you could grind out Labyrinth. If you grind Labyrinth to the point where they only have 1 or 2 cards left in the back row, or they have a whole bunch of cards that they set with the effects of Labyrinth they can't use this turn, Harpy's Feather Duster is such a blowout card against that. So especially when you use it in the right time, and this becomes an extremely useful card against multiple different decks. Droll and Lockbird. I've been screaming from the freaking mountaintops. Have your Droll and Lockbird. Get your Droll and Lockbirds at 75 cents. Get your Droll and Lockbirds at 125. Get your Droll and Lockbirds. And for a while I thought, man, okay, maybe I was tripping, but at the same time I still held strong. I got my Droll and Lockbirds. I still have a bunch of my sets, and finally it happened. All the rares, even the common, are pretty much we're looking at about $5. Last time I looked at these cards, they were going in the $3 range, even lower. Yeah, look at that, $265. for the for the tactical master version, and now it is just shot up to 547. Lifelink first edition 549. Pretty much Drone Lockbird is pretty much probably right now, aside from Shifter, it is probably one of the best just floodgate hand traps you could use on your opponent. Like Shifter shuts down a lot of different things, but Drone Lockbird, pretty much Drone Lockbird will impact your opponent just as much as Shifter would, but it'll also give you the chance to be able to play too. Because for example, for me, I'm playing Unchained, and if I when my opponent uses Shifter on me, it's yeah, it does hurt me, it slows me down, doesn't let me establish a real board. I can't the certain situation I can't OTK. So it does slow me down, but it also, unless the person is playing Flandreese or something, it slows them down too. But in a situation where you to play like Drone Lockbird, where if I were to go for a search and then you Drone Lockbird me before I could do the full combo, that right there will hurt, is able to impact me just as much as a Shifter, because it'll make me do a smaller combo, and it'll leave you still having your graveyard. You can still do this, you still have plays. So I do see Drone Lockbird as a card that's just as impactful as something like Dimensional Shifter, but it leaves the field a little more open for a bunch of different plays and a bunch of different comebacks. So it does make sense why we're seeing all the versions go up. You got the common version here at 574. The rare from Star Strike Blast at $6. The rare from Tactical Masters at $550. Premium gold, we're looking at probably $8 to $10. Ultra rares going for 20. Super rares got here for 16. So yeah, if you for some reason you don't have it, you are now paying the Drone Lockbird tax. I've been telling you guys that this card is gonna go up, and here it is, and it did. Zeus, AAA Zeus, Sky Thunder, nothing really too crazy here. I just kind of noticed that Zeus is not really moving too much. They kind of came up a little bit, but we are getting into, well we're pretty much already there. We have the regionals here. We know we have everyone trying to get some tops, people trying to play in locals, and it looks like some of these Zeuses are going to be holding. But I do believe we're gonna. I know we're getting one in the 25th anniversary. For some reason, I think we're gonna get them in the tins. But still keep in mind that some of these Zeuses are still kind of holding a bit of value. But we'll see. Like I said, pretty soon they're gonna get their quarter century reprint. So that'll kind of bring this down. But Zeus right now is still holding. If you're trying to do some tournaments the next week or two, they're still holding a little bit of money. Bestial Dispatter. So every single year there is pretty much a card that I feel that comes out that kind of just explodes in price. All right, the first one was Psychic and Punisher. I bought a couple of play sets. I didn't buy a whole bunch of play sets, but I bought a play set and a little more when they're $7 a piece, and then they shot up to $38. Same thing kind of with Chaos Angel, to where they were starting to go down. They didn't go down low enough to where I felt like I should pick them up, but they went down, and then now they're kind of really shooting back up. And I'm kind of feeling that Bestial Dispatter could be that monster that that essentially does it. It does give you the ability to do a little bit of a combo with the effect to extend, and then also it does have a bit of a negate to it. So this is one of those cards where I feel like, it's not going to get reprinted in the tins. It might be in a whole bunch of other combo decks. This card might kind of potentially go up, kind of similar to a lot of cards that are in the $12 to $18 range that just shoot to the $30 to $40 range. So right now you get to Spatter for $17.49 to $17.50. I would kind of keep an eye on this card. If this card starts to dip, to $12, I would start picking up a few play sets, because this could shoot up, especially with the next meta with all of the Synchro stuff that'll be coming out. And alright, and then the last two cards I want to talk about are the two Chimera cards. Chimera Fusion. Right now these are a solid dollar. So if you have these laying around in your bulk, pick them out. They're going for $1. Put them in your trade binder. Maybe someone's trying to get it. They don't want to pay the fees or whatever. You could get a cool little trade for them. So that's kind of just something interesting. I'm gonna go look through my bulk, see how many of these that I have. And then another thing I noticed, Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast, is not falling. It's just kind of showing this. It's kind of showing this weird kind of line here. But we're right here, near mint first ed, 21, 22, $22. I really feel the player base has a lot of confidence in this Chimera engine. They're really seeing what it does with the branded deck and everything. So I think a lot of people kind of feel like this is going to be a good deck for the next format. So I don't really see the Chimera stuff falling. I do only see it going up. So potentially we could see like, you know, $2 to $4 Chimera fusions, and then maybe even $30 Chimera, you know, King of Phantom Beasts. So just kind of keep keep your eye out, keep your mind open that this stuff right here could be meta and it could go up in price. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys, hopefully you guys, got some good information that you guys can use in your day. Remember, you guys, you gotta watch out for freaking Droll and Lockbird. You never know when this card is gonna go up. I'm telling you guys what's gonna happen. So if you don't have them yet, you gotta pay the tax. But that's it for the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.